Hello. In this video, let us talk about the set command in Splunk. Now, the set command allows us basically to perform the set operations, different set operations on sub-search results. So something like if you are aware about the basic mathematical set operations like the union, the difference or intersect, so that you can perform here as well on the sub-search results using the set command. So there could be numerous use cases of the set command. One of the use cases could be like finding the difference between two files, right? Let's say you have two different lookup files which is basically holding similar kind of data. You want to just take the difference between these two files and see where the results are getting differed, right? So let's say something like this one. So let's say I have a lookup file called file1.csv where I have some data like some user informations like the username, the user ID and their gender. Now if you see in the file1.csv, I have user called John and Pam with their corresponding IDs and gender. Now there is another lookup I have created called file2.csv. If you see, it has similar kind of data, but the thing is that the user John has a different ID over here. It is 1224. So if you see the file 1, so the user ID of John is 123 over here. So maybe because of some operations you created two files and you thought like it will hold the similar information, but somewhere due to some error it is getting changed over here. You want to know for which data it is happening over here, right? So this kind of use case you can handle it using set command. And if you see for the user Pam, I just have the same data in both of these two files. Okay, so this could be the scenario where we can use the set command to know for which rows the data is getting deferred over here. So basically what set command do over here is it basically check for all the different fields like this user field, ID underscore user field and gender field, and then it basically check the values of those field and then compare. Now you need to be very careful when you will be dealing with the underscore raw fields. So in ideal scenario, ideally you should be working on the fields, extracted fields only, instead of comparing the underscore raw field. And you need to be very much careful about the internal field created by Splunk as well, like something like underscore serial. Okay, so if I just try to write a set command, so this is how you will be writing it. So set command is a event generating command. That means it has to be the first command in your search. So pipe set. Now after set you can use three arguments called diff, intersect and union over here. So as we are trying to find the difference between the two files, so we will be using set diff over here. Okay, and then we need to provide two sub searches basically for which you want to take the difference. So I will have two sub search. The first sub search will be my input lookup file1.csv. It could be any search over here. Okay, so this only thing is that like it needs to be a sub search over here, and the second one will be my this one file2.csv, correct? So if I just run this, and if you see like syntax wise it's a very simple command to use, and if I just run this now, you will see it will only return the data where it is not matching. These three fields are not matching, and which is as we expected the John, right? Because for this guy the user ID was different in these two files. Now you can create any report out of it, right? You can use some stats commands to just list the values of this user ID or whatever things you want to do it over here, but the difference it will be found by the set command over here, right? And so this is and this is the one use case of the set command. Now let us try to see what other arguments works as well. So instead of diff, if I just mention intersect, set intersect, so as we know about the set intersect, it will basically return the matching value of these two data sets, right? So if I just run this one now, so now it will return the PAM, second user, which is basically same in these two files, correct? So, and set union will basically give everything, right? So because it's a union operation, so it will basically give all these things, these two Johns and PAM as well over here. So very simple command to use, but you need to be very careful when you will be using it, because the first thing is that it requires a sub search to be work on, right? So now as we know, sub search has a limitation of the number of rows it returns. So I think it is 10,000, right? So if we just see the limits.conf, if we go to the sub search stanza, so there is a max out value, right? It's called 10,000. That means it is the maximum number of results returned from the sub search. So if your sub search is returning more than 10,000 row, so it will 10,000 results, it will silently ignore those things. So that you need to keep in mind. Now you can always come back to this limit.conf and increase this value, but the problem will be the memory usage will be very much higher and the search will be much slower in that case. So this is one limitation. Now set command, so if I in the same limits.conf, if I just search for set, so there is a set, okay, I'll search like this one, set this. So there is a stanza for set command as well, which has the max result rows. That means it will work on maximum of 50,000 rows over here, return from the sub search. But anyway, my sub search default value is 10,000. That means that will automatically handle this limits as well. But if you are increasing it, you need to keep in mind that there is another limitation for the set command as well in the max result rows, which is 50,000. So that is also you need to keep in mind over here. Okay. Now there is another very related command called diff, which we'll talk about in the next video. So there we will see we will have more level of control compared to the set command over here. Okay. We'll see that in the next video. And this particular video will be available in our fundamental 2 playlist as well. Okay, probably I'll put it after delete and clean command over here. Okay, so hopefully this video was helpful. See you in the next video.